What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Super MC. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am John Pelham, and I have with me my co-host, the homie, brother. Please let him know.
Vic Virtuous is in the place. What's going on? Good evening, everybody. Peace, peace. Prayers
Word.
out to you.
Yes, yes. And we have our new special guest that will be joining us once a month. I'm really excited about this. You know what I'm saying? This guy is a super MC himself, a hero of flow, and an inspiration to many, and he is also a man that is a part of a lot of important movements too. This is the one and only our brother, Silent Night.
Yes.
Yes. Real applause. Yeah. Word up.
Thank you. Yo, honestly honored and privileged and excited to be here. It's been sporadic sometimes. Not sporadic, in a negative way, but just performing or rather co-hosting, being a guest every once in a while. And John put the call out. I was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's make it official. Second Saturdays, joining the crew here. I'm excited. My big brother, Big Virtuous.
No doubt.
Man. Yeah, it's quite the show and quite the crew. So yeah, thank y'all for having me.
Thank you.
Word.
Appreciate y'all both.
It's always been a great time whenever Jay. In case y'all don't know, when we say Jay, we're referring to Silent Night. Okay, y'all should know. But whenever we have Jay on the show, it's always a great time, like the Halloween episode.
Love hysterics behind the scenes before the show starts. We acting up, cutting up, like just always a good time, always a lot of fun.
Yeah. So tonight, and then before we start tonight, we would like to say a rest in peace to the one and only DMX. We can't even begin to cover, describing the loss or his musical legacy in a few moments. So we won't, but I did want to make mention. And brother, I hope that he now has peace. Definitely. Anything you guys would like to say?
Jay?
Yeah, pretty speechless on the matter right now. Also, definitely somebody who I, in a way, grew up listening to also, and just somebody who affected so many people. And yeah, honestly, I'm not even gonna try to pretend like I know what to say, but like I said, a little speech, but definitely rest in peace and much love and strength to his family, his and all his people.
Yeah, indeed. Vic?
The same thing y'all brothers said. Like, I've been at a loss for words. It was hard for me to even post a picture today. Like, that was the last thing that I really thought of from my mind to do. It's like I told you earlier, John, like it's been a roller coaster of emotions. First of all, like Jay said, rest in peace to DMX, love to his family, his fans. And yeah, I'm still taking everything in. So
all good.
Yeah.
All good. And also, I'd like to give a happy birthday shout out to the abstract poetic Q-Tip.
Yes.
First birthday. So salute to him. So anyway, for those that have tuned in or that are tuned in right now for tonight's episode, the topic for the theme for the evening is hip hop remixes. Okay. I'm really excited because there's a lot of dope remixes to play. And Jay alluded to this in one of his Instagram posts where he was saying, what were you saying, Jay? What you know what post I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. And it was like, it wasn't even, I sound like I'm backpedaling now, but I was gonna say it wasn't even meaning to sound like it was like shots taken at this person. You know what I mean? But the post was basically like, contrary to popular belief, P. Diddy and company did not invent the remix.
No, they definitely didn't.
You know, they had a whole album literally called "We Invented the Remix," and you know, and he, you know, and they did some amazing remixes, by the way. So that's also why I'm like, yo, I'm not even necessarily meaning it as a shot, but you know, when you hear that ditty, like this is the remix, or you know, when you heard that, I'm not even gonna go into. I might name some stuff we might be playing tonight. No, but
Probably not. But go ahead.
probably not. But all right, but the one thing I was gonna say was Flavor in the Ear remix, amazing. So that, you know, bad boy, you know, that thing in the beginning. But yeah, so dope stuff. But the whole point of that post too was like some of the stuff that y'all included, you know, that we all included, but that you guys included in the promo and everything was like the De La, LL Cool J, plus the rhymes, Pastor Cavassier, but like, so all together, like, just the fact that it's been going on for years, basically. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
You know, getting a hip.
Yo, can I add on to that? Of
course.
Real quick. We definitely got to get rid of this thing of like when we're speaking honestly and candidly that it's hate or shots or disrespect. No, we're just saying our opinion first and foremost. And it's in the books. It's in the history books. Like I remember seeing an interview with Special Ed, and he was talking about how Howie T, he addressed Diddy as well. He said, no, Diddy did not invent the remix for hip hop remixes. Howie T's been making remixes since we came out, you know, and even if that wasn't a factual thing, it's okay for him to state his opinion. It's like saying I'm the best or whatever. It's just, this is hip hop and it's just being honest. So to Jay's point, no, Diddy did not create the remixes, and it's not hate. It's not shots. It's just honest opinion. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, hey, yo, Diddy. No, you're right. Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
Take that. Shout out to Speed Popular. And speaking of the origins, you know, it, like we said, it's not Diddy. If anything, the modern remixes started in the dance hall culture in the early 60s and 70s.
Absolutely.
Okay? So that's ska, that's rocksteady, that's reggae, that's dub. Okay. And the local DJs were doing like different variations of songs and things like that. A matter of fact, you got Rudy Redwood, King Tubby, Lee Scratch Perry. You know, these are names. These are some of the pioneers that came for the modern day remix. And it's just like hip hop. Hip hop, a lot of the origins came from Jamaica, or from what they were doing with the sound clashes and those style of events and parties. So it makes sense that the remix also came from there as well. So we are going to actually move forward and play some music, get it going for the night. You know, I mean, you know, it's I almost didn't even know where to, like, there were so many remixes and songs that I wanted to play that I was like, well, what am I going to actually play? Like, I just got caught in this place where I didn't know which song or what to play. Let me see. Let me go to my list. That might be helpful. And actually play my music. Please hold. But in the meantime, in the chats, please let us know if there were any remixes that you guys loved. Like, what were some of your favorite remixes? All right. So, but we'll start right here with Latifah.
My mellow Latifah was kicking flavors. The Ari Posse said, yo, Latifah, we can do this. So I paused and took a thought. In my brilliance, I caught and I agreed, cause I already knew this. Now you should wanna flex, cause I'm in full effects. Queen Latifah is 501 this set. You've been begging and dying for somebody's rhyming to set you free. For God so loved the world he gave you me. I'm coolin', teaching those me in schooling, and the mic is mic in my hand, I'm ruling. So prepare your mind for my lifeline. and meet the new queen of royal badness. Latifah has the spirit, so head for the water and dive into the wrath of my madness. Constantly I've been getting higher, causing to run away. Queen Latifah getting higher, causing to run away.
Ooh, yo.
Fact check right there. Number one, when that song came out way before we even knew who Bad Boy was. That's a remix. And even the I Got It Made from Special Ed remix, the business version, way before we heard of Diddy and Bad Boy. Come on now.
I think they get it now. It's like, he's like, look, I'm saying.
Receipts.
For those that don't.
Receipts, right. Exactly.
And that was DJ Premier, you know. So, and I'm going to name some of these producers because these producers need to be heralded as the heroes here because they were making these the music. And then so with these remixes, in a lot of cases, the remix either was an opportunity to take a song that was a hit or that was a pretty good song and go this other place with it and have some fun with it, kind of, you know. Hip hop it more out a little bit in some cases. And then in other cases, the remix was actually the hit, you know? True, so we're going to go on an interesting journey here. That was DJ Premier. This right here, this is Pete Rock. Hip Hop Parade remix.
Yeah. Beat me hip hop and I start juggling. Naughty. Remix. Beat me hip hop and I start jumping. Ho, hey, ho, hey, ho, hey, ho. You drew a picture of my morning, but you couldn't make my day. Hey. I'm rocking and you're yawning, but you never look my way. Hey. I'm licking down your darling in every single way. Hey. Your funny flow is foreign and the green coat's on the way. This ain't got to do with shampoo, but watch your head and shoulder. Brother, older, bold enough to fold you, I told ya. Afraid of what I made and played and plus the funky bit. So say you flipped and trip for that music in the monkey bit. Crickets from the good town, ill town. Some that's how it feels now. The deal is that we run, so we still round. Don't land with a freestyle phantom, ain't trying to be handsome. Tricking what you're thinking, cause I'm vamping. I live in top of hip hop, this is hip hop of the day. I give props to hip hop, so hip hop parade. Ho, hey, ho, hey, ho, hey, ho. Hip hop parade. Ho, hey, ho, hey, ho, hey. Hip hop and I start
Come on. Ooh,
I love that Rakim sample. We always hear, brother. Always hear.
Feed me hip hop and I start trembling.
I love it.
Ooh, and that was, of course, Pete Rock. Pete Rock was one of the masters of the remix. Like, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely. And then here's another one from Primo.
Joy.
Yeah. Fat Joseph.
This is going out to all alive motherfuckers, know what I'm saying?
Oh boy.
All the real niggas, Bronx, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queens, right. California, La Bella, Puerto Rico, wherever the fuck you from, know what I'm saying? Yeah. The story takes place back in the South Bronx. We're at the age of 14, I was already knocking off pumps. Yeah. The suckers were scared to death. Every time I walk by, I hear the niggas take their last breath. See, I just didn't give a fuck. And if you had a sheepskin and a leather bomber, you was getting stuck. That was the way it was. One day I went to visit my aunt and stuck up my cuz. See, shit was fucked up back then. No matter what the fuck I did, I never had no ends. And my mom's was on welfare. Hey yo, I knew I had a father, but the nigga was never there. So what the fuck was I to do? Once it gets out of being the bummiest nigga out the crew, I gotta get mine, I gotta get cash. I see you, old man, I'm gonna rob him with the quick fast. Give me your motherfucking loot, poppy. I'm gonna get paid and can't a damn thing stop me. See, you're tired of this poor shit. And who the cops? Well, they can suck my motherfucking dick. Cause all the niggas ever do is harass. That's why I get glad when I hear somebody smoke that ass. Just to let you know how I feel, word I'm up. The fucking shit is real. Hey yo, it's real. Down on the real. Hey yo, the shit is real. Down on the real. Hey yo, it's real. Down on the real. Word up, the shit is real. Down on the real.
hop remix videos. Oh man, Fat Joe.
Fat Joseph, like Johnson.
That remix, woo, it had so much feeling. You know, like everyone listening, you will see that the sound of a lot of this music. It was a lot of. This was when the jazz samples and the chords and the xylophones and the Rhodes and the Moog sounds were being sampled, and those sounds, those chord progressions bring about a certain feeling even before you say a word on the mic. You know, that the sound of that was right before that of sampling and chopping up James Brown stuff didn't do the same way. You know, and it's just so it's beautiful to hear because the original version to the Shit Is Real song is decent.
Right. And that was Primo, by the way, Mikkel.
That was Primo.
The last Fat Joe. Right.
Yeah. But you know what? Let's go to one more Pete real quick. Remember this one?
Flip, little something like this.
That's a fact.
Something like hip.
Well, I'm the dibber, dabber, sure like stabber. Ranks making bank, operating like trapper. John, MD, yeah, that's what folks tell me. I plan on going far and be a star like Marcus Welby. So there. You Sleep Til, yes, I mix the buckets, scores and ruckus like Menudo or Judo. I get it, I girls them when I gamble. And when I swings my thing, I take the swing like Mickey Mantle. But I got more flavors than a pack of hour later. Beg your pardon, Mr. Keeper, but I love vanilla wafers. See, I got it going on because of the songs that I write. I got it going on because my crew is enough hype. Plus, I sit them, I jam them, I brand them like Doro. I shop at that casino for a bag of Celadoro. Wet sticks, oh yes, it's the books plus 3 of my cousins, Crazy Drazy, A, Blitz, and D. Cause we're
just a bit that's on the mic.
Cause we're
just a bit that's on the mic.
Cause we're
just a bit that's on the mic. Just a bit that's on the mic.
Diggity yes. Knocker, I just from my shaka. Zulu, I pop like over red and vodka when I'm proper. I give it a dibble dabble with my women's. I drop a Def Jam as if my name was Russell Simmons. I'm funky, spunky. I clock red like Wonder. I'll jump up and flex, make you think I'm Jay Fonda. I shake it a slam Chico. I'm laid back like Tito. I got enough wisdom like Mama, Montego, Amigo, Sequente. Yes, I can samba. I'm known like Geraldo. She shy caramba. The jibbity jibber jabber. Joe is with the yippity yowza. I got crazy smarts like that kid Doogie Howser. So cool out, Colonel. I'll burn you. No jive, I wiggity wax that scalp like a bird over your fire. Diggity damn right, that pint, I taste great like Bud Light. I'm well known like Spike or Walter Crunch. Cause we're
just a bit that's on the mic.
Cause we're
just a bit that's on the mic.
Cause we're
just a bit that's on the mic.
You going back to back with some of my favorites, man. Another favorite of mine.
Hold on. So we got 2 walk-offs, by the way, from Vic already. Early. 2 walk-offs back to back. I got many thoughts going through my mind right now. One is I need to get a towel or something just in case for any events in the show that I might need to throw the towel in. This is like stuff that I need to do to prep to be on here once a month. Like, yeah, I don't have it today. By May, I gotta have a towel. And I might have to do the slide off.
Oh, okay.
And what else? Oh yeah, and that was dope. Like this remix had Slick Rick on it, where like Vic, noticed the one right before, 2 before was like, yo, that Rakim sample. So it's cool how they always pay homage and like do stuff like that, where throwing in certain people. I mean, legends too, but
beautiful observation. Beautiful observation.
I didn't peep that right there.
Neither did I back to back.
Wow. Yeah,
that's dope. That's dope.
That is dope. Yeah. What else, Jay? You was something else you wanted to say, or
what else? I think that was the only other thing was like just noticing, like you were saying, the super jazzy samples, like at this point in time.
Yes. So, ooh, and this was that was the hip hop that was thumbs up for me. I love that. So this right here, okay, this one right here is a remix by Easy Mo B. This is from Ladies Love Cool James. The
act of making love is getting cookies in a plastic bag, getting crushed by pennies. Getting cookies in a plastic bag, getting crushed by buildings. I take 30 electric chairs and put them in a classroom, 30 MCs and set them free from their doom. Just like a tomahawk cuts through the wind when we begin, the wheel of fortune it spins, holding the rhythm like elastic, molding your whole body like plastic. So I try to deny what you already know you love up above. Cause a mania hysteria in the streets while your lovers get merrier in the sheets. I met this lady named Sweet Young Thing, and she gave me that feeling, that sunshine bringing. Portable, sportable, totally affordable, silky smooth, voice was real audible. I said you cool as Ice Cuba. She said you're the public enemy I seen on the tuba. Nah, I'm like your uncle, baby. The style of the beautiful face drives me crazy. What can we do? You're so heavy, I'm deep. She said you tried to play me like Big Daddy. I said I know you tried. I called and requested for you to be manifested. She said you know the same gang on my flavor unit too. I said you only knew the certain things I wanna do to you. Rub you down with warm iced tea, make you feel brand new, begin instantly. Boogie down and check this production. Give me them lips, they look good for suction. She said sweet cheese cool with a little lava joint on the side, just doing it fly. You like pound cake, come to my house. Turn on the lights, you see me on the couch. I said you're jingling, you're from around the way. I like your earrings, 2 L's, but anyway. Your granddaddy is here to spread cheer. Something nice and smooth with my tongue in your ear. Give me a snack, some salt and pepper on a burger. Ice cream too, or if you prefer the taste of honey kid right in my Capri, and that's the joint. They got the real clear CD. She said stars couldn't get me in a car. I don't know what type of man you are. You might know karate, do me and get away. I got a glimpse of your license plate. NWA.
Pink cookies in a plastic bag, getting crushed by buildings. Pink cookies in a plastic bag, getting crushed by buildings.
Another favorite. You just wow, the triple entendres, the bombs back to back to back. Oh my God. That video to me, that's one of the remixes I feel that may have been better than the original. I love the original. Yeah, I love the original, but not that remix. And the visual with the video just really took it somewhere else with it. It really did.
And Mikkel, she asked, wasn't there a discussion about what this song was about before? Yes,
definitely.
Because we're like, I mean, I guess we kind of get it, but I'm like, how high did you have to be to come up with the analogy of pink cookies in a plastic bag getting crushed by a building?
Buildings.
Exactly. And all right, this is making me think of a whole nother conversation recently, because I saw some stuff on Twitter and all this stuff where people are like, yo, what the hell does LL be talking about half the time? But you know, it's crazy because it makes sense. Like, to me, he was always, it seemed like, I thought he was one of the people who was a little more straightforward. If that makes sense. Like, in my mind, I'm not saying if it's right or wrong, but it seemed like to me his style was a little more straightforward than some other MCs. Right. But then people started talking about like, yo, what is LL? And there was a whole thread about his lyrics and about certain lyrics. And I wish I could have that in front of me or find that. But I know one of the things was, of course, like in the same remix that I mentioned before, the Flavor in the Year remix. Delicious, skeevy, delicious. Give me cool, give me good, like all that. Yeah.
So I heard him speak about both of those verses. First of all, him with the he, she. I was like, was he ahead of the curve with the transgender thing? Was he saying he, she? But no, it wasn't that. And I'm not even trying to be funny.
Y'all wow.
He said,
y'all are both
delicious. He's like, I'm into all of that. But anyway, I'm not even gonna go there. But he did say for that lyric, he was just making some stuff up. He was just having fun, and it was just some weird dialect, like slang that him and his boys used to use, and he put it in a poem.
Wow.
For Pink Cookies, he was saying he was in the studio drunk as hell with Marley. He played the beat, and that's what he came up with. So he was intoxicated for that.
I like how that's like, he let it be known he was intoxicated.
He was intoxicated.
Okay, that makes sense. The made up slang thing. All right, now I'm going all off, but that first of all, that reminds me of Ghostface, like on was it Nutmeg or that whole album, Supreme Clientele?
Yes.
People, yo, you don't even know what, and like when he talks about it in person, he's like, Oh yeah, no, that didn't mean anything. Like I just made up a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but also, if you see me on my phone, I'm writing down notes because I need to take notes for everything for myself because I'll forget 2 seconds later. But that also, I just wanted to say was that that beat for the remix of Pink Cookies in a Plastic Bag was used by Mobb Deep. The sample, right? Mobb Deep, and then was used by DMX on a Funk Flex tape that I used to love. So I just had to bring it back there real quick. So R.I.P. DMX.
Yeah. And a little known fact, I also used that sample for a beat before as well. For my old crew, it was a song called Love and Hate. Shout out to Indo. We'll get back to that someday.
Super MC exclusive.
Not tonight. And by the way, Jay, you don't have to necessarily be up on the mic because it seems like your voice is really carrying for a bit of a distance. Mine too, because I'd be like, "Yo, 1 2 1 2."
I'm so used to like, yo, I gotta grab the mic, I gotta pull it out of the stand.
Yeah, no, you're good. So, all right, and that was a great great observation, Jay, and pick up on sample for
Mobb Deep.
Give Up is the song from Mobb Deep and DMX. That song too. So here's an example of where this remix definitely was bigger and better than the original.
Here they come, yo. Here they come. Here they come, yo. Here they come. Here they come. This or that. 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 This or that.
Yo, who's the black sheep? What's the black sheep? No, not who I am or when I'm coming, so you sleep. Wasn't in my realm or wasn't in your sphere. Knew not who I was, but listen here. Dreads, P-R-E-S, yes, I guess I can start. If it's alright with you, I'll rip this head joint apart. Back middle to the front, no front. Want a good time, wanna give you what you want. Can I hear a hey? Can I get it, yo? You got a hat, it's for the house. The styling is creative, black sheep of the native. Can be violated or even decepticated. I got brothers in the jungle, cousins on the quest. Debit-ordered uncles and big porridge made they rest. Guess, which way, what way, how? Mr. Long Dress, black sheep slam now. Know you heard the others, only still the lovers. Then of course, the choice is yours. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I'm going with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I'm going with this, but this is where it's at. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you get with this, but this is kind of fat. Engine number 9 on the New York Transit line. If my train goes off the track, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Back on the scene, crispy and clean. You can try, but then why? Cause you can't intervene. We be the outcast, down for the settle. Won't play rock, won't play the pebble. Open the door, you best believe we're sliding through it swiftly. Niftily, we can make it hip to be. What with our cause, what with be. Be the epitome, do, da, dippity. So now I dwell just to say you plain up. Hold your cup, cause I got the container. Pass the plate up, cross the fader. Black sheep can play like the Sony Innovator. Never the traitor, party a flater. And you can get a scoop later. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you can get with this, cause this is kind of that.
Yes.
That. I gotta ask. I mean, that's classic, no question. But just in response to that last comment from Mikkel, I'm not sure which tape you got because the one that I had on cassette had both versions.
So when I originally bought it, this was not on there.
Really?
I didn't have it on there either. This was an add-on as they reissued it. They did the same thing with Busta's album with Pastor Cavassier. Years later,
people probably complaining like.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I hated from back in the day was how some artists would mislead people into like you get the album and the song is not like with Nas. It was written Silent Murder was on the cassette tape but wasn't on the CD, which I hated. I couldn't stand that. That was one of the hottest tracks on the album to me.
In some cases, it was sample clearance.
Yeah,
so that couldn't get it on the album, so they would push it out, especially when they pushed it to a mixtape.
Yeah, definitely. I think, like I guess I could see both sides of the case of definitely, like you said, when they had to push it to a mixtape, a lot of that was obviously sample clearance. Like the whole Nostradamus had a whole different album that was a mixtape.
Right.
I think it was Nostradamus that had a different version that came out. But sometimes, like with the Silent Murder, or some of them, I mean, it is kind of whack for the consumer, I guess. But you know, it's like the incentive to like, buy this version and you get this free song, you know. So I'm like, I know what they're doing with it, but
I thought that too. It's a good marketing strategy for you to get both. Like, it's true. It's a good point.
Like now, even with a lot of the streaming stuff, they'll re-release stuff. They'll put like the deluxe version. It'll have
remastered,
or remastered, or they'll be like, buy the vinyl or CD or other thing like as a collector's item, and you actually get an extra song. You know, there's always different things, I guess.
Good point. It's a good point.
So
that's definitely my fault. That's definitely one, like you said, John. That last one you just played, that's definitely one that was like way bigger, more popular
than the original.
I would say than the original, and that people wouldn't even think was a remix. Like that's the song. Like,
yep. And I saw Mikkel mention that there was another song on the album that she thought was like a radio version thing too, or difference, and that was Strobe Light Honey.
Oh yes, good point with that one. Yes, the one on the album was different from the one that was in the remix.
Similar Child.
Yep.
Okay. So
love the album, by the way. No question. That album was crazy from beginning to end. From the first track when my man had the nightmare that he was a gangster, like I love that joint. And just FYI, my wife, just to put her on blast, she does a mean rendition of The Choice Is Yours. Like she has one of the dopest rapping voices. I've yet to have her come on a track of mine, or just in general. I'm gonna put that pressure on her to do so. So if we ever do like a hip hop karaoke or anything, she's doing The Choice Is Yours by Black Sheep. No
all
question.
Right. Okay, we're all looking forward to that. That's what's up. So
M. Josephine.
Shout out to M. Josephine, MJ. So this next joint, did I hear an echo just now? 1, 2. 1. Okay, maybe it was just me. Could just be me. I'm tripping. All right. So next song that we got here.
Saturdays for you to see what your life can truly be. Saturdays for you to see what your life can truly be. Saturdays for you to see what your life can truly be. Saturdays for you to see what your life can truly be.
Son is on thick. One thought coming up quick. Wishing that the days would come up 6. Fridays, the Red Alert radio mix. Then comes the day that nobody plays that punishment wish in the crib. Time to go place the dibs. On a Saturday, fiasco. Bright is the is. All fun, game and no business. One know they don't rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby. Jingle it, jingle and swing. Here comes the just have fun that we bring. Don't debate, don't make me wait. Just grab your roller skate. Have fun.
Yo, I'm up, out, moving all about. It's Saturday again, no doubt. Where's my skate key? Yo, where's my skates? Yo, where's my where's my date? Cause if it is today, I see sunshine, I want to play. Fill up my shoes, pit stops or no go. Yo, mister, with the 50-cent cocoa. Ice me, baby. Cause the Black Sheep dress me up on the scene. Let the top down, turn up the sound. Got my hands in the air cause my drawers are clean. Have fun.
Yo. Vic, you might want to leave that towel there for a second. Because this next song is this. Me, Myself, and I remix. I told him. I already knew.
In America, people think they know the way. So they lie is on the road to blank and clear the hate.
explain this time and time. Daisies don't mean everything. Daisies don't mean anything. But the word itself, when broken up, was just a larger pound. PA stands for TH. I is inner, S is sound. Y is sure that you should eat. The inner sound should help you breathe, but still I sport a heavy side. When I have to explain, it's just me, myself, and I. 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 So you're just yourself, huh, Pops? Basically, Paul, that's it. You mean you're not a hippie? Nope.
Yeah.
An answer part with Prince Paul there too.
Yep. That's the producer, Prince Paul.
Vic is like, Vic, you going through some emotions right now?
Saturday's remix. Okay. Me, Myself, and I remix. Wow. What about this remix?
Here in 1992, we present the fabulous What's the Scenario remix. Whereas there are 7 MCs, 6 which are in physical form, 1 which is in spiritual essence, and he goes by the name of
Check the round, hope that ass again, God effing. Shit, I like buckshots, hood, man, I rip up stages, lay down your waist, sound wild like Larry Davis. Extra, pick up a clip, I tear ass out the frame, and grab my dick. All around, sock a robot kid, I drop bombs, I'm rugged and deadly, so I shit on a penny. A baseball bat, a bastard, I'm bad news, I'm crazy and clever, cut those of crews. I'm deaf on a phono, my skills are porno. You say, oh no, you bitch ass. A bag of weight, electrifying, I'm prime time, I slaughter slime. I'm the greatest of all time, sick ass brother, nasty ass nigga, pump slugs in your face, you jump that ass in the river, 2 tears in the bucket, fucking kick the can. Say what, I'm a bad man. Quick is how I flip from the tip of the lip, punching out hits like Gladys Knight in the pips. The 5-foot assassin has just raided your area, your booty rounds are whack, and that's the reason I ain't hearing you. So, roll out the red carpet, cause I'm king of this. Vanilla Ice Platinum? That's just ridiculous. Excuse my French, but profanity is all I knew. And do you ever sell out or you ever you do and let it be known? I'm not the one to step to. You better off calling D Nice to your rescue. Freestyle fanatic, probably the best around. As for corny MCs like Chuck D, I shut them down. The article dying of hip hop, and I won't stop. The 5-foot assassin has come to wreck nut shop. So do like Michael Jackson and remember the time. Put on your dance shoes or something, because you sure can't rhyme.
I gotta play the Birthday Boys verse and Busta. Hold on.
Get out, everybody. I like the maddest. Mel bounce the beat, pull the mics. Black men's getting lit, doing what they like. 8 black rebels in the public eye. If you listen very close, I will tell you why. Hood Fife, Milo, Dingo, and C Brown. Shaheed, myself, and Busta Bust down. Will commence to rock, so bring out the flocks. Interrogation for the knocking of the box. The boombox ruler controls the medulla. None come cooler. I went like Shula, so bust out the move as you start to pursue her. Intensify my non-blunt consumer. Typical booty, well it's only a rumor. The meaning so deep that it starts brain tumors. He's the hood baby from the midnight crooner. Smoke him up later, if not then soon.
Hey, what we gonna do in 92? Even though we had fun in 91. But to flip my laser beam coming down, run up new sound, leaving cracks in the ground. What's going on, my man? God damn, I know my brain is hurting. Listen up, bust the rhythm, will hit him, then I get him. Flip on him, shit on him, hit on him, then I will sit on him. Open up your mouth if you want the food to get through. Flip cold, cause I'm in the mood. Yeah, man, that's how it goes. Body grip a cup, blood coming out the nose. Give me your band-aid. What are you asking for? More holy and sacred and pure. At first, exact, checking in the bust the new rap. Bust the rap, or bust this written rap. Yeah, y'all, in 92, I'm packing my roach spray. Anyway, take a lick, drop for a quest. It is on the new school. Bad turner when still thick. Row, row, row. Then my dragon, baby, stop whining. I see my influence still shattered. More crazy than 92. Uh-oh, time to go, yo. That's the scenario.
Woo! Wow.
So Mikel asked the question, which version of the scenario was better?
And by the way, we've hopped into Q-Tip production now. That was
Yes.
Tip on that one.
Tip. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Which version was better?
I can't.
Original. Original, definitely.
Okay.
I honestly, I mean, they're both crazy, groundbreaking, but I would have to edge the original one just a bit,
Yeah.
because when I heard the original one, I had never heard anything like that.
Yeah,
anything like that.
Yeah, you're right. The original. And for a while, maybe it was just me, but after the original Scenario came out, when heads used to get together to do songs together, they would call them like scenario cuts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that was a phrase that was coined because of that song.
Right.
Like that's like posse cut, but like scenario cut.
Right. Posse cut was really the first name for it. And matter of fact, I remember some used to also say symphony joints because that was really the first of that kind of, you know. So here's another one, Q-Tip.
Now who got the flave that comes a dime a dozen that keeps them buzzing, thinking that they fat when they wasn't. Welcome to the world of Mac, or Mac. You use more like saying they eat them shit like Paxson. I'm incredible, better eat the best one. Cut, I does what I do. I fling the roof off the soft sucker, super smack it, knock it, full effect, mic check 1, 2. I'm a rain forever, rain like bad weather, rain like forever never. You can't bite my style, cause my style ain't a style, that is a style, so I can go buck wild. Bet you figured you got more funk for flow, it ain't so. Flavor in your ear, let you know. Now I'm about a second from the hook, don't scrap your rap book before you get your wet style shook. Can I get down, boy? Get on down. Can I get down? Can I get down? Get down, man. Get on down. Time to get down.
This is not even to discuss what these producers did, just straight up producing songs. These are just their remixes. And if you got a Q-Tip remix in that time, my goodness, because here's another.
Whose world is this?
La, la, la. I sip the Don P, watching Gandhi till I'm charged. Writing in my book of rhymes, all the words past the margin. The whole of mic a throbbing, mechanical movement, understandable smooth shit that murderers move with. The thief's theme, play me at night, they won't act right. A fiend of hip hop, it's got me stuck like a crack pipe. The mind activation, react like I'm facing time like Pappy Mason. With pins I'm embracing, wipe the sweat off my dome, spit the phlegm on the street. And the Nikes on my feet, keep my cipher complete. Weather cruising in the 6 cab, a Montero deep, I can't call it. Beats make me falling asleep, I keep falling. Never falling 6 feet deep. I'm out for presidents to represent me. I'm out for presidents to represent me. I'm out for dead fucking presidents to represent me. The world is yours, disciple of the projects, slap verbal murderer. Yeah, the world is yours, till the Philly blunt heads, crack pumping drug murderers. The world is yours, till my niggas coming home from lockdown with new plans. Fuck it, the world is mine, holding the stolen cops Glock with G.
Come on.
Yo. All right. You know what I love too about like remixes like that? First of all, he added words. You could tell like he changed up some words. He added words to the hook. But then even before that, what I noticed, I was like, even if he didn't add words, sometimes you could just take the vocal, like literally the same vocal that's recorded, and put a new beat on it and all that. Still a remix, but like you could tell, like in some of the lines, he put a different type of flow on it, a different like he did like this melodic thing with some of the words, like just the fact of re-recording it to the beat, which years later now it's like I love doing that. Somebody does a remix for me, I'm like, yeah, I'll re-record the vocals here. Like I'd rather like make it blend even better. But yeah.
Right. It's a beautiful breakdown, man.
Yeah.
One of the things I would say that also made both versions of that song just incredible. First of all, Illmatic was and is what it is to this day. It's just a milestone with music in general, not even just hip hop. But the remix also was used in another classic song, which is Dead Presidents by Jay-Z. So, I mean, there's just so much history and so much, you know what I mean, behind this song.
Yeah. And to me, how do you pull off making a remix that can even reside in the same sentence as mentioning the original "World Is Yours," and Tip did it.
Right.
Like that right there. And I love what Jay said about the whole thing with him using different words, different cadence, different flow to the beat. I love that. Because you know what? This happened in this remix right here. We're going to keep with this. Another tip one, too. Temperatures Rising remix. And this beat is similar to the original. He just
C74.
You know.
Yo, what up, son? I heard they got you on the run for a body. Now it's time to stash the guns. They probably got the phone staffed, so I won't speak long. Give me a hot second, and I'ma put you on. It's all messed up, somebody lying on the crew. And word is on the street is they got pictures of you. Homicide came to the crib last night, 6 deep, asking all your whereabouts and where you sleep. They said they just wanna question you, but me and you know, they wants to catch you. All they do is just arrest you, then arraign you, hang you. I don't think so, it's a good thing you bounce for now, just stay low. Once in the blue, I check to see how you doing. I know you need loot, so I send it through Western Union. They probably knock down the door in the middle of the night, sometimes around 4, hoping to find who they looking for, but they won't succeed. All they gonna find is mad empty bags of weed. But worse, son, you got the projects hotter than hell, harder for brothers to get they thug on. But oh well, son, they know too much, even the hood rat chicks. All you heard did what? No, I don't know this shit, so stop asking. And I know I'm not going crazy. From windows, I see lights flashing to make me somebody taking pictures. You know who that be? Police love us and neighborhood snitches. They put up a G so everybody's pointing fingers and lying. Hey yo, son, the temperature's rising.
Watch how Prodigy caters his verse to the beat, like Jay was talking about.
Yo, what up, Black? Hold your head wherever you at. On the float from the cops with wings on your back. That snitch cat. He told police where you at. He chopped his body up and sent it in the next day mail pack. Yo, listen, it ain't the same without you at home. Holiday thugs frontin' trying to be your clone. They really fear you. When you wasn't home, they was pale. That's why they wanna see you either dead or in jail. By the time you hear this rhyme, you probably be locked up. Tried to hide somewhere along the lines, your plan slipped up. Got caught up in a crime that you can't take back. Reminiscing how I used to pick you up in the act. Years ago when we was younger, seems the hood took us under very deep. Wondering if snitching got me losing lots of sleep at night. You know my mouth is tight. I never sang to the cops, cause that just ain't right. Sometimes I stroll past the scene of the crime and backtrack. Damn, how them kids let it go down like that? It'll be a long time before the temperature drop out in New York. Me and your older blood got it locked. Keep your brain sane. As I turn the next page, young niggas holding max, acting AAA age, and they blasting. Probably won't reach the age of 20. Tell them niggas slow down. They start looking at you funny. Hard to tell who's the enemy, the next man or the man next to me. P. No man is a friend of me as far as I see. When you get home, somewhere in the year 2G. Now the whole entire world look differently. See, a nigga struck with reality painfully. Word up.
Temperature is rising.
Now, I gotta play this one. I gotta keep moving with this next song right here. This is Mobb Deep as well.
Well, first, before real quick, any preferences between the two? The second and the original?
No.
Jay, I know you heavy with Mobb Deep as well. So
yeah, and I love that. Yeah, Q-Tip worked with Mobb Deep and Nas even besides the remixes. I don't know. Again, I'm more used to the original. I love the original. You know what I mean? What about you, Vic?
I gotta say the original. That's one of my personal favorites from Mobb Deep, and I felt the hook was much stronger than the original one. I love the vibe of the original.
Word.
Yeah,
dope remix. No, nonetheless, but the original just has a special place in my heart. So
yeah. And shout out to 383 Design. I saw she said this is my theme song for John. She was talking about The World Is Yours. Shout out to you.
That's beautiful. It's beautiful.
This right here is very, very rare. Oh, this is rare. This is Shook One's remix part 2 by the Beat Nuts.
The most violent of the villainous crimes we give life to. If these Queensbridge kids don't like you, we bring drama of the worst kind of enemies. Your first time will be your last earth memories. It's only your own fault. I gave you fair warning. Beware of killer kids who don't care. Unaware fool who be dealt with in time. It ain't a mystery in how from the words and rhyme in 1990 square. All shook niggas is supposed to have fear. Trying to get a piece of this pie we don't share. Prepare for the worst cause I've been there. Try to keep a positive mind and walk a straight line don't work. So niggas is forced to do dirt. And God made dirt so this dirt won't hurt. If I listen to the lessons and the rules I learned on these streets for 19 years and not leaving. My first priority is to reach 21 breathing. Forever beef, nobody will ever be even. So I grab the heat before breathing. Lost in this foul mind state, I can't keep straight thinking. But I keep my eyes on the earth without blinking. It's hard to be a man in this land of the venom. Any man try to front, he gets slugs in him because he ain't a crook, son. He just a shook one.
Beat Nuts remix?
Psycho Less.
That's extremely rare.
Hold up. So was that the only place Prodigy spit that verse on? It probably is
because I know that a couple of words from that was taken for other songs.
Yeah,
right.
And I'm wondering if they go ahead. Big pun.
Big puns, beware. I gave you fair warning. Beware.
Yeah.
And oh shit, did they get it from this Beat Nuts remix? Because
might have.
Yeah, I never heard this joint. I mean, I don't remember hearing this joint.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is like a song that I only heard on Stretch and Bobbito. I've never, ever in life heard it anywhere else. I was surprised I even found it. And to be honest with you, when I did find it, towards the end of the song, they mentioned Stretch and Bobbito. Like one of their drops come in. So this is directly from that time and somebody taping it. Like it's just that rare.
I feel like Stretch and Bob had a lot of songs like that for their show. They had a lot of exclusives of artists that really recorded either songs or freestyles specifically for their show.
Yeah.
You know,
and this was one of them because I couldn't find it. Like there's not a release for that remix. It literally says unreleased. But this next song, this is not unreleased, and this is produced by Extra P. I can't say I didn't see that coming.
Come on, y'all, get live, get down. Common sense, the city, yo town. I said, come on, y'all, get live, get down. Common sense, you know. I stagger in the gathering, possessed by a pattern that be scattering. Over the global, my vocals be traveling, unraveling. My abdomen is line is babbling. Grammatics that are masculine, I grab them in. Verbally badgering broads, I wish them Madeline was back on video LP. Raps I make up like black stupid excuses. I feel like Noah. Look at my mellows up producers. If everybody got a mind, then time but grips are useless. Acoustic bass lines embrace lines while I chase mines. They say signs of the end is near. I wonder can I walk a righteous path holding a beer? Got more verses than a Kramer. Go off like a major skills, uglier than Craig Mack in your ear. I'm the flavor. My old bird said some of my songs sound like noise. So watch the wolves as much. They got too many white boys. A million black men walking towards one direction for sure. The cream of the planets. Resurrection.
Boy. Yeah. Somebody's got a boo-boo. That's what he got, that boo-boo face. That's what hip-hop do. Make you look like you got a boo-boo. Hey, boo-boo. Yeah. So that was okay. That was Extra P, and this is Extra P as well.
Yo, it's the verbal assault weapon with words uncanny. You can fool me, but I cannot fuck with Rudy Giuliani. Press the panic button, shit, it's the schizophrenic cannon. I can kill it from the west coast to the Atlantic. Nowadays it seems it's hard to maintain. Can't take the stress, it's hard, I'm going insane. If you can feel my pain, say yes, yes. If you can feel the pain, say stress. Pharaoh, I possess the skills to bring it to your chest with lyrics and manifestation for the entire nation. With his excellency, Prince standing next to me, and especially the Extra P on the FP. 1200, I stand tall and be a hero with time to stress. The Pharaoh won't fess.
Crush, kill, destroy, stress. 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 Now ain't nothing deeper than having to throw a nigga in the sleeper. Stress and take that shit from Lost Professor. Cause I be on the train trying to maintain, getting lower than the hole while the record man gained, and it make me wanna sting somebody with the shotty. Cause I can't relate to living less than great. So while I make a fat beat to eat, some of my mans from John Bound High School and sleeping in the street. That stress shit is ill. If you let it, it will. Have your ass on the staircase smoking a grill. Never that for me, nigga. My name's Extra P. I can't afford to be stressed the fuck out at 93 or 94. Cause everybody know my solution to being stressed is looking at the front door. Crush, kill, destroy, stress. Crush, kill, destroy, stress.
Kill that verse, man.
and the fact that he spit a verse on the remix.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yo, it still blows my mind to this day. Please hold your thought. My fault. But for the source to have even underrated that album is just absurd to me. I can't even understand to this day that the first Main Source album, how I got a low rating in the source, was just absurd to me. Absurd. Because I was hard pressed to find even one average track on that album. Even watch Roger do his thing was dope to me. And that was my least favorite off the album.
Maybe it was because it was called Main Source, and they were like, "Yo, they stealing our name." No,
yeah, quite possibly. Hey,
by the way,
there's been some hate in their blood. Who knows?
Hip hop fun fact: you mentioned the source. KRS was actually partially responsible for the beginning of Source magazine.
Really?
Yes,
that is a fun fact.
Yeah. Source magazine, and there might have been another one too. I think he mentioned, but like the people who started those magazines were specifically inspired by specific lyrics of his. And come to him and get advice about trying to make this magazine, and next thing you know, it became Source magazine. Fun fact.
Dope, yeah.
So those were two Extra P joints. Then we got dude Buck Wild who did some joint like this right here, this remix for Funk Dubious. You'll never hear this.
As sure as the sun rises in the east, it also sets in the west.
Here we go.
Our son's done it, the gods never run it. Who runs the devil when the weight got on it? My soul was the weapon, my mind kept stepping in the depths of hell. Yet I fell from the lesson, my soul leaves the body. The situation's naughty, original and biblical, there's one stupid party. A class for the better, cause I be writing letters and setting straight one lamp and one shepherd. My face turns purple, and demons in the circle held my breath, then I left out the womb kind of fertile. From the east the light shines, unto the west, I test for the gods, cause records where they rest. Universe serenity, blocking out the enemy. If anyone makes it, then that's the way it's meant to be. Brighter, the time's of a fighter, cause I'll survive life, then step out the cipher.
If your soul loves the sun, money rock on. If your soul loves the sun,
honey, rock on. If your soul loves the sun, money, rock on. If your soul loves the sun, honey, rock on. My word is on.
Oh yeah.
I know, Vic. I know.
What up? What up?
I knew before, because Vic can't talk right now. He's lost for a second. MJ said, blessings, blessings. Sorry I'm late, but here. I wouldn't even call it late. We're just glad you're here. Salute to you. But back to your husband, to Vic. I knew when I played this song it was going to be a problem. Because this right here is a really, really rare joint I forgot about. And when I heard it, when I found it again, I responded the same way he just did. These are those rarities.
You, John, at this point, you know my style, man. And the between the little kids in the background, the little chime, that bing, 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 the little doorbell noise, and like the little rattling and like all these different effects and the drum kick, I can't stand it. I can't.
And
between Beat Nuts and Funk Dubious and Cypress, they all had this thing that I couldn't
represent the Latinos. Matter of fact, I gotta run that back a little bit. Do you mind?
No, absolutely not.
You
hear the ambulance is coming for me soon, right? You heard that in the background, right? You heard that, right? See? This is why I gotta stay away from the window, because it's gonna be a problem.
Did he just say he was gonna run it back? Oh shit, let's go, guys. They were getting the ambulance. Listen, sometimes on this show, there's just certain rare hip hop joints that get unearthed, and I love it. And this is one of them.
As sure as the sun rises in the east, it also sets in the west. Here we go. Our son's done it, the gods ever run it. Who runs the devil when the weight got on it? My soul was the weapon, my mind keeps stepping in the depths of hell. Yet I fell from the lesson, my soul leaves the body. The situation's naughty, original, invincible, there's one student party. A class for the better, cause I be writing letters and setting straight one lamp and one shepherd. My face turns purple, and demons in the circle. Held my breath, then I left out the womb kind of fertile. From the east, the light shines. Unto the west, a test for the gods, cause life is where they rest. Universe serenity, blocking out the enemy. If anyone makes it, then that's the way it's meant to be. Brighter, the time's up a brighter, cause I'll survive life, then step out the sight. If your soul loves the sun, money rock on. If your soul loves the sun, money rock on. If your soul loves the sun, money rock on. If your soul loves the sun, honey rock on. My word is on.
That shit feels so good. Yo, I wish that hip hop, I hate to say this, I almost wish that hip hop had stopped right there and was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Don't move. Just stay.
You remember, you remember that scene in Boomerang when Marcus was about to orgasm and his toes flipped up in the air and he was like, don't move.
Yes, that's what hip hop. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. And look, MJ said, "Wow." He said, "Wow, I may have to write to this beat later. We will make sure you get that instrumental, MJ." But it's that dope.
Make sure your co-host gets that remix and that instrumental as well. I'm still waiting on the women's in a hip hop list to exist in Virtuous's.
Oh, and look at this. Hold on. Look at the new comment that has lined in. MJ says, I think you may have to start a playlist, John, laugh out loud, throwing the towel moments or Omar Benito moments. So I've already had the idea of doing an episode of the songs that he's walked off to. Now it has to be the towel.
Oh, I wouldn't be able to control myself at all.
He wouldn't be on the episode, is what?
No,
no, that would be
definitely not.
But But this is a great idea, MJ. I love this idea.
You might have to still have him on the episode, like a little screen on the side, just to see his reactions.
Yeah, and 383 Design said, "Is this on the Super MC playlist? I might have to add it to my Mellow Beats playlist." It is, and for anyone who wants this, well, a lot of this music, you can find it on the Super MC playlist on Spotify. You know, but you need to tune in to hear some of the exclusives because some of the stuff's not here. You know.
Yeah, some of it's not even available on Spotify. Like you said, if there's rare stuff that's like from that they only played on the radio one time or something.
Yeah.
Bob, yeah.
Spotify doesn't have it all. 383 said it would be one of Vic's vacation days. Yes. Well deserved, may I say. Well deserved vacation day. But yes, that's what it would be. Tip jar.
Lord,
yeah.
Baby, please don't start.
Because you know his theme song would. Okay, I'm not even gonna go there. All right, next song. We're still dealing with Buck Wild here.
I transmit the fatness over whackness with my Campbell blunts and matches. Other rappers try to catch us, but I roast them up for practice. So act like you knew or you'll be through in your division. I've been waiting and watching for you to fuck up your position. Man, listen, isn't this some shit for niggas' asses? Like when I flip the script, pause and flip my Billy ashes. Yup, that's the status of the rappers with the cabbage. Other crews can act savage, but they all fall below average. My head nest is massive and I'm evil like an evil. And I'm diesel for the sequel, I'm a freaking for my people. Cigars like Bill Cars represent one love like Nas. Thinkers, rappers, my job. Tame the terror, drops the bomb on the move fakers. Now I'm stable making papers. Ain't gonna be no motherfucker stealing bread from up my table if I'm able to feed those who need, then proceed. But for those out for greed, take heed and get these. I said, come on with the, come on, get down with the, get down with the, come on with the, get down, come on with the, come on, get down with the, get down. That's so much tribe got to do.
Yo.
More Jersey right there.
Yes, sir.
More Jersey. And you know, sometimes when I go to that Jersey place, suddenly here we are. We're in a Jersey zone.
Yo, you better pass it. And yo, check this out. We coming to you live from that ball, Chocolate City, my man. With the daddy having Brick City spaghetti. Well, and if you don't know, yo, fool behind better. Hey, yo, you better pass that blunt. Hey, yo, we coming to you live with the caustic.
While it's that brother coming 6 billion feet from beneath me, you should be peeping how I get smoked out on the weekends. I swing it to my crew or down to my fam. Schooling all those knockers like fighting exams, cause it's that funky delicate you with the irrelevant elements, and it's coming through your blocks. Catch and smell it, trick. What a copycat might hold format. So you get funk tracks, punchlines, and skull hacks. Got a little redhead in town. Who's that effing clown sounding whack with the frown? I don't know, man, but you better wonder what I would do. Wild out on this staff like first 1 and 2. My crew runs sticking the syrup from the borough. You get hurt up, word up, jam like Burrow. Knock off a block clock, puff on the rough block. R.I.P. my man Rockefeller, it don't stop. On and it don't quit. Red man rocking on to the funky shit. Come on.
On and it don't quit. Red man rocking on to the funky shit.
I said Jersey's in the house.
Jersey's in the house.
I said Brooklyn's in the house.
Brooklyn's in the house.
I said Uptown's in the house.
Uptown's in the house.
I said the Bronx in the house.
Who's the effing clown with the frown?
Newark, New Jersey. Rock on. Word is bond. Like, yeah, Red.
One of my favorites. One of my favorite remixes. One of my favorite MCs.
Yeah, Eric Sermon.
Oh man, you're killing me tonight, B.
That was Eric Sermon. And do y'all remember a Funkarama remix?
Absolutely.
Palm feet talking the heater since I was a fetus. Rocking Adidas when I first sipped on Easy Jesus. Copacetic, how you like it, whole and shredded. Mics get breaded, sauteed, cause I'm a pro at wetting. I'm getting much smarter than Agent 86. You beating me one-on-one, then that fight's crazy fix. Open up that chest like Vicks when I write them. Then leave you Mark's brains more questioned than a silo. You got a crew, you better tell them or hide them. I stay more focused than wide lens when I'm inside them. Yo, eat, scream on these thinking MCs. 3 times 3, reality, virtuality, can't see.
I plant seeds and MCs that can't fertilize their rhymes. I drop lines till they can't breathe. Shuck it, duck it, quack, quack on that. Got blast on, not blast back. Folkarama, I got a trunk of trauma to smoke constant. Dramas caused by the bomb. Love your mama. Folkarama, yeah, the place to be for the underground. To groove to the funk sound, so relax your mind. Let your conscience be free with E and R-E-D, cause we get down like that. Folkarama, yeah, the place to be for the underground. To groove to the funk sound, so relax your mind. Let your conscience be free with E and R-E-D, cause we get down.
So another Green Eye Bandit remix, I guess.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Red is hands down one of the best ever to do it. Unquestionably so.
Yeah.
He's not only influenced some of my favorite MCs, but just, man, that dude from like consistent albums, consistent verses, consistent videos, consistent remixes. Just
yeah. I can't wait till we do
jack of all trades.
The Redman night. That's gonna be crazy. I might punch something. I don't know. Redman had me wilding. But check this out. This right here, we're still in Jersey. This is a Young Z song remixed by Q-Tip called No Brain. Actually, it's called Every Day.
Young Z, that's me. Yeah, bam. Ha, throw your hands in the sky. All the party people get twisting up live. Let's jet, cause I think I'm about to pass out. One more corny rapper from here on in, gon' get stomped out like I caught him still at my rims. And I don't wanna hear nothing about y'all tough or who in handcuffs. No brain done did all that stuff. The outlaw G's and them gimmicks get corny. That pimp shit dead. I make your girl do my laundry. Your style dying, I laugh and hit out. When y'all ain't got no loot for no more crystals. Me and Digga laugh, cause she my ace coon boom. We fly like Gina Davis and Jeff.
He did say, "I'll make your girl do my laundry," right?
Yeah,
okay, just checking.
Yo, Z's lines are
comical.
Super comical. I mean, Pace 1, 2, like, but just like, oh my god, yeah, super comical, ridiculous lines.
Yeah. And he's got one of our favorites in the background. Digga's just back there vibing with him.
You hear her doing ad libs or just vibing.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love it.
Well, we're gonna let it roll.
No brain done did all that stuff. The outlaw G's and them gimmicks get corny. That pimp shit dead. I make your girl do my laundry. Your style dying, I laugh and hit out. When y'all ain't got no loot for no more crystals. Me and Digga laugh, cause she my ace coon boom. We fly like Gina Davis and Jeff go boom. And I'ma keep bashing the fake packing iron, frying Big William C's that be lying. And smoke Hawaiian till Z from outsiders. Ice bust yellow puff like he got hepatitis. My people know what I'm talking about. Come around to the back and get down with I. And let's smoke. Throw your hands in the sky. All the party people get twisted up live. And if you drink and you pass my way, I'ma treat you to a Heine and a grandma, yeah. Throw your hands in the sky. All the party people get twisted up live. Yeah. And if you drink and you pass my way, I'ma treat you to a Heine and a grandma, yeah. Yeah.
He said, "I'm gonna treat you to a Heine and a Grand Marnier." Thank you, sir. Have y'all ever heard that remix before? That Tip remix?
I haven't.
I remember hearing that now.
That was kind of crazy, right?
It's dope.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Still in Jersey.
Yo, Mona, could I get a date on Friday? And if you're busy, I wouldn't mind Saturday. Hey, round up the Posse Fuji coming around the way. Yeah, you're nappy.
Oh, what's up?
What you got there?
I got some of that lyrical cheaper.
A cheaper, y'all. Well, I'm a Libra, y'all. A cheaper, y'all. Well, I'm a Libra, y'all. You You want a battle swing, I bring. Commanding men like I was king. In all your dreams, I write the horror flick of Stephen King. Cling the forks on those in favor, say I got tired of the fat lady, so I sing to my own opera. Balang 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 to the man in Rikers Island. If you live by the sun, you hope you die by the gun. Cause all guys tell lies and more girls commit sin. I was born in the code red, but now I'm chilling with a few good men. Assassination on the kid from the capital. I never played a soap opera, but now I'm in general hospital. Condition critical, spirit overrules the physical. So if I die, catch me at the funeral. I'll fly away, oh glory, with the mic in my hand to a land where only God knows me. And the angels write raps on holy paper. I said I'm looking for Jesus. He said take the escalator, one flight up. It's guaranteed you'll be there. My sister be there, my mother be there. So Mona Lisa, could I get a date on Friday? Yeah, if you're busy, I wouldn't mind taking Saturday. Round up the posse, you coming around the way.
I don't puff blood, so I always got my breath. Never had to battle with a bulletproof vest. They call me cockweaver, but I still keep a chest. I know where Jerry girls, cause I'm not from the west. No disrespect to the west, true and tea. I rock it to the east is the sea. The sea to them days back, yo, sheepskins and hot tracks. Peace to Mr. Magic, things are getting tragic. Now we on some new stuff. I never fit the Ku Klux. My own clan is acting up, I blame it on the Philly Club. What's your cool to do? Kids are acting, ooh, it's getting mad up. Yo, where's the corporate at? I missed the 3-piece suit. Check the square root, your bows and Timberland boots. Nah, that's the surface. And no, the warming boots. I got a head full of problems in the hand full of nappy fruit. I feel it Jones coming down, yo, I
got the slang to make the chitty bang bang, the ring dang de dang, the nappy head bang.
No, I got the slang to make it chitty bang bang. You're a dang the dang, the nappy heads bang.
Yo, Mona Lisa, but I.
Woo!
And you stopped it right on time, brother. Thank you so much.
Oh no. Snake doesn't rattle. Nah. No, brother.
Oh man. Pros slander, the pros slander. But yo, besides that, yes.
He said besides that.
No, but real talk, like that song is another one that's like that's the version.
Yeah.
Like that's the remix. That's the remix, but like that's the song. Like is you know what I mean? Like yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And to answer 383's question, that was produced by Salam Remy.
Oh, Salam Remy, word.
Yes, yes. And I got to agree with that. I saw the partial piece of the comment with Hot Tracks.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. One of my favorite video shows of all times. Hot
Oh,
Tracks.
see that comment.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
She said it always bugged me out that she mentions Hot Tracks.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
now,
man.
here's another remix.
Original hands. Doing it like
Silent
this.
Night is backing away. He is backing away. Wow.
I woke up in the morning, hopped on a train, I saw my man, he had a L in his hand. Hide it from the beast, at least I catch a buzz before I hit my block. I take and make a hit from the on the good ship. Lollipop, move the hop, so I can put the hip in the grip. Everybody slip so I can take a trip to the hip, dig a deeper hole, microphone control with soul. Look at my hot eyes and tell me how could you be cold? I'm coming to you from the underground with thunder sound. Number one question, yo, how can I be down? Well, I tell you, bring your lighter and roll your finger back up on your lighter so you see the fire finger. Go from left to right, then front to back. Herbal verbal letters give the mic contact. React whenever I keep the head scoping. Don't front, you know I got you open. Don't front, you know I got you open. It's the original heads meeting, original crooks. Don't front, you know I got you open. Check my dialect from my diaphragm, my man. Don't front, you know I got you open. It's the original heads meeting, the original crooks. Don't front, you know I got you open. Check the dialect from my diaphragm, my man.
Me and my crew walk the streets at night, like looking for the right one, baby. Ooh-wee!
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And that is Beat Miners. You know what I'm saying? You got them on that. Shh. What about this one? Beat Miners.
Excess amount of focus necessary. Heads ain't ready for the split we got.
Woo.
Heads ain't ready, man, I swear they not.
Nope.
Heads ain't ready for the split we got. Heads ain't ready, man, I swear they not. Heads ain't ready for the split we got. Heads ain't ready, man, I swear they not.
Nowadays I had it up to here.
from my chest to my head. When the Buddha bless my head, then the eyes are red coming for ya. 3, 2, 1, nice to know ya. You wanted to pop jokes and I was like a little figure on the floor.
Ain't ready, got the original guns and machetes. I pin that ass to the grass like I was Teddy. Cause brothers ain't ready for the froze and the dreads. Grab the Glock and hit you from your toes to your head. There's an X amount of y'all, that's the car. We pass it over here so I can get irie. Why we smoke so much, brothers keep asking why the original gun clappers keep on clapping.
Heads ain't ready for what my clique got in store. Cause what we got in store keeps us prepared for the war. Shows get blown, hoes get thrown out the room. Plus napkins for dip with IDs from now to noon. Now assume position, post pissing in pants, cause lyrical skills is making you feel.
Still living, bitch, you didn't know how we be living. Hitting, my nation, they keep robbing like Givens. For real though, bring your steel bro, kill or be killed, jug you don't know. So that leave you screwed like a dildo, I still blow. Pumps like crust into dust, plus we got your buck.
The warrior.
Rock and what?
Heads ain't ready for the lick we got. Heads ain't ready, man, I swear they not. Heads ain't ready for the lick we got. Heads ain't ready.
Yo. Another flawless album that entered the stage, but man, and that little chime noise, like, dude, come on, man. All these little intricate sounds and the creativity, loved it.
Yeah,
absolutely loved it. Shout outs to Black Moon.
We haven't heard a P. Diddy remix yet.
Oh, yo, I know. And I was thinking earlier too, one of the remixes you played, it was Craig Mack, and I was like, oh, there's some semblance of Bad Boy going on. Yo, that last remix too, besides Black Moon, of course, OGC and Uncle Show's on there. Like Ruck and Rock. Oh my goodness.
Man.
Woo.
That Enter the Stage album, dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
That Teddy Pendergrass line from
I pinned
Go ahead. No. I said I'm not sure who said it, but yeah, say the line.
Yeah, he said I pinned that ass to the grass like I was Teddy. That's crazy. I loved that line. Oh my god. Yo, when Boot Camp came out, I thought that they were going to take over the world.
I thought the same thing, and I think they came out around the same time as Wu too.
That's what
just was blowing my mind. You have Black Moon, Wu-Tang, and Tribe was the Midnight Marauders. I was like, Jesus Christ, what is going on right now?
Nas's first album. What did you say, Jay?
I said they did kind of take over the world, but yeah,
they did partially, but I thought they were going to have the impact where like Wu-Tang does to this day.
Got you. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because they definitely deserved it and had the lyrical skills. Absolutely. But anyway, what about this remix? Here's another one. I think this is a record tonight. Might be.
All I see is blinking lights, trackboards and fat mics, 950s, SP12s, MP60s. Shit is thumping, eardrums pumping. The shit is type hype, the sample is tight, right? Bite this one and leave teethless. Never sweat that, cause I'm a cool cat, just like Heathcliff. Beat this, give up the loot. It's 94 bitch ass niggas, yeah, they still get the boot. The North Flakes, cause I be flowing in all states. Show kept digging and digging, now he got more crates. That's right, nigga, roll that dime. And I'm the only living matter that controls my mind. Peace to every single rapper on this whole earth. Sellouts got no worth. I think they better go soul search. Can't believe how the skills have got
Yep.
And I was thinking the same thing when I heard that remix. The same thing. Brothers can't believe how the skills have gotten. He was always nice, but he just manifested his rhyming skills so much more with this album, because it was a dope album. And they had, what I liked was that they had both versions on the album too.
Yeah. Yeah.
The premiere version, and I believe it was P-Rock on the other one, right?
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Oh, that's what did both versions? Damn, I don't know.
There's about 4 or 5 different times in hip hop where one has done the original and the other has done the remix. It's the DOS Effects song they had for that.
Right.
It's J. Rue the Damager, Can't Stop the Prophet.
Yes, yes.
There's a few others like that, and this is one as well.
Dope album too, by the way. Like I said.
Oh man.
Incredible album.
This next song, Mikkel, yeah, it's not one of her favorite people, but that's okay. This
boy.
Coogee Rap.
I got a job with the mob making G's, doing some pickups, deliveries, transport keys. Yeah, they got me like a flunky money. I'm driving around town with 10 kilos inside my trunk, G. And I'm holding the suitcase with $500,000 on my lap, in front of my face. And I'm trying to ignore it, but sometimes I get tempted to go deaf and make a run for it. The thought all makes me shiver. Damn, what if I get caught and found me floating in a Hudson River? But if I escape, I'll be in shape for my life. But they might get my kid and my wife. See, I'm supposed to make a stop to another town spot, run up the block and make another drop. But I got something else in mind. So at the next stop sign, I pull out and load up the 9. I got the money in the hit. Went through the block when I stopped, cause I ain't dropping off the rock of it. But then I thought of a plan. So I drove to my house to get my girl and my little man. Come on, baby, pack your stuff, get ready, get ready.
Damn, why your face all straight?
Just hurry up, I throw no fits. I'm a dead man walking, understand we gotta split. I switched the lock on the door. Started packing the Gucci bags like I was going on a world tour. Grab the luggage and the gun. Come on, we gotta go. They got a brother on the run.
They got the ship. What? They got the whole shipment. I want that son of a bitch dead. I want it dead. I want it dead.
Okay, so let me say this. That was a Coogee Rap on the low was a dope storyteller. Okay. And the remixes of the time, the music was so descriptive just by itself. Like those pianos and that beat, dear God.
Yeah.
It just fit. It was so cinematic
and dramatic. Exactly.
The word I was about to say,
yeah. And dramatic, yeah.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
Yo, no, not disregarding Mikkel's opinion, but G-Rap, honestly, in whatever category you put him in, he's one of the nicest, illest, dopest, most profound artists, MCs ever in hip-hop history. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah. And dope, just that, like that song, like many, showed the skill of his storytelling. You were right there with him, you know? And now here's another one from another storyteller. Let's go to this one right here. Oh, there we go. Technology.
Chilling with my man Slick Rick, you know, and we're gonna give y'all a little tale about that jail stuff, you know. So Rick, why don't you run it, homie? Yeah.
In the slammer kid, but I'm innocent. Lord played with, he wasn't having any pity. Now in Razor Blade City, cries oppose the situation, seen mad eyes oppose, tries arose. Hey yo, money, what size of those? Neither phone me to another sprang up. To gang up on this kid, house in the phone like he didn't know how to hang up. Would be hard though, up to a minute or so, and then yells time on. And when you get your commissary by this and that, or else I'm going to. You're not asking, won't stay off. Extort, figure safe, way off. Feeling death, you ain't protecting me. Forgot today's my day off. Hold my head and drift, assume away is nuts and cars. Instead of sitting here accumulating cuts and scars behind bars.
This type of shit that happens every day. Six up, locked up to get beat down. Break down to his beat down. This type of shit that happens every day. Riots, melee, and disturbances of the peace.
Wow. What up, Samet? What up? What up? What up? What up? He said, yes, a classic Slick Rick Warren G collab. And another one where, like Jay mentioned, you know, they produced the song and then in the hook, they sampled or cut something from an older hip hop song as well.
Yeah. Out of here. It was Out of Here KRS-One. No. I'm sorry. Excuse me. It was a KRS sample, but it wasn't Out of Here.
No.
But they also cut up his own lyrics. This type of shit happens every day. Slick Rick.
Exactly. Exactly, sir. I'm just saying. All right. So we actually are going to go to a video real quick.
Beautiful.
Oh, all right.
Can we go to that video? Yeah, so this right here is obviously another remix song. It is the Woo-Ha remix of Busta Rhymes and ODB.
Word.
It's kind of crazy. That's why I was like, okay, we got to show the visual. I'm ready. I'm just talking. Yeah. Had to play a piece of that.
Madness. double great jackets connected to each other. Like,
yeah, that was almost, there was too much almost. I would have loved to have seen them do more music together during that phase of ODB at that moment and Busta in that moment. Would have been crazy. And I see Samit was saying that he said, yep. What did he say? Oh, the original version was the Prince Paul beat that was scrapped for the version, the Warren G one. He's talking about the Slick Rick song. Yes. Right. He also said that was a dope ass Rashad Smith beat, the worldwide remix. Yes. He ain't never lied. Now you got this song right here that also was a remix.
Hey,
Jade is doing the hat. He's doing the hat.
I'm taking it just to get the ultimate high. Excuse me as I kiss the sky. Sing a song of sixpence, the pocket full of rhyme. What the fuck on the dime for they culture? Stalk the dead body like a vulture. The Callion, blacker than your blackest stallion. Hit your housing. Projects I represent your shallin', my nigga. How yes, apocalypse now, the gunpowder be going down. Diggy, diggy down, diggy down.
While the planets and the stars and the moons collapse. When I raise my trigger finger, all y'all niggas hit the deck. Cause ain't no need for that. Hustlers and hardcore. Roar to the floor, roar like reservoir dogs. The green-eyed bandit can't stand it. With more fruity and loops than that you can't stand it. Plus, the Barbazi got me wild. Messing with them, it's a straight suicide.
Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane.
It's the funk doctor spot smoking on the train.
How high?
So high that I can kiss the sky.
Wow. Wow.
Yo. Can I just say that was like my favorite song when it came out? I used to listen to it like 97 times in a row.
Nice.
I understand. It's one of those songs.
Yeah,
it really is. The original was dope. It's raw, but that right there was the hit. Once that hit, it was over. It was over. Red and Meth was
too. Yeah. Yep.
You know? And then keeping on the Red and Meth tip, this, I won't call this a remix. This was kind of a remake.
Oh my God.
Little Kim and Rod Digger doing the Rockwaller.
God. Die, bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'ma laugh at you motherfuckers this time. Cause I got some shit to laugh about. Bitches. Let's get this shit poppin'. Queen B, Rod Digger, let's go.
I'm so Brooklyn. I'm so Brooklyn. I'm so Brooklyn. Miss Brooklyn, spit like a tecker. Better respect her. Little Kim and Rod Digger coming for your neck. Female red man, Mr. Metha. Burning hot, catch a suntan from my breath. Birds be easy, believe me. Best roll with me than against me. It's all in together, going all out together. Got you if you got me. Y'all clones that never take me out my zone. We don't condone biting hoes, throw y'all bitches bones. Protecting what we writing. Strike back like it's lightning. Shook when I'm dropping. Kim get it poppin', come on. This gangsta thing that I do ain't a game, child.
It's a lifestyle.
Bella Mob crew, hold it down like men do. Y'all stand at our curves, hypnotized by words. You catch us coming through Fifth Avenue. New Continental bent minds, pink huss, powder blue. Cover me, I'm going in. They running out of rhymes. We keeping y'all thirsty from Brooklyn to Jersey. We strong.
stay on. Pull a pin out the bomb, pass it off the ride, then I'm gone.
Yo, I was on the west side, 3rd and Promenade, copping a crib, and I ain't even got a job. Talking live, bank like Madam CJ when I'm swinging through the bricks on back to BK. How we cruise the block, blue rocks and tube tops, a little too shocked that could pop for 2 blocks. Heads overseas, giving raw Haram peas, and I ain't trying to learn how to speak no Chinese. Play me close and your mic get box cut. Got shit overflowing like my toilet stopped up. Hogging 2 lanes, get rap a new name. Only thing fucking with my rhymes, my shoe game.
Low cut jeans on lips of the thong. Big and Kim take it from the bomb. Word on the street, all the bitches did a song. La 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 la.
Yeah, y'all bitches stand up and
Can't do it so. La 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 la.
Woo!
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever heard that. That's
You
crazy.
see what I mean? Second time around. Second time around. I felt that way with the last time he played it. I felt like it was a Super MC exclusive. Like I had never, I couldn't believe I never heard that remix before.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they made reference to it in one of their. I think Digga referenced it in one of her verses.
Yeah, that's an amazing one. Okay, so we're gonna go to this place real quick where we're going to play a few more remixes, but I will also want to play a piece of the originals first. So these next 3 songs, me personally, I love the originals a little bit more, but the remixes are classics that I also love and appreciate. But you know, you'll hear.
You're my darling, darling baby. You're my darling, darling love. You're my darling, darling baby.
Shout out to the Latinos.
I said you're everything I ever hoped for.
Y'all was there from the beginning, just like us.
And as long as I may live. Ooh,
Yo, I ain't a player, I just fuck a lot. Jump on top of my dick and work them hips until I bust a shot. It doesn't stop, I'm only beginning. I'm boning your women while you home all alone. I'm blowing up in them, sending them back to you mad at you. Don't catch your motherfucking attitude, I'm just showing you how this rapper do. Capital punishment when I'm up in it, sucking it, busting it out. Nice blouse, let me unbutton it. You're fucking with King, Papi Chulo, or knocking culo. Popping mulos out the socket, trying to rock with the sumo. You know my rise is high, word I be drilling. The bitches be trying to ride, but the curve be killing them. Filling them with the gas, my G's premium on, let it come get it. First work the tongue, then let the pun hit it. Split it in half, watch the gas. Baby, take a bath, be good, I might put away the wood and give you the mustache. I ain't a player, I just fucking lie. I'm not a player, I just fucking lie.
I was trying to beat Vic to the. No, but yeah.
That song has so many memories, man.
That song, that beat, his flow,
that video,
that
everything.
video. Oh God,
He really had 2 videos.
Yes.
yeah. So with songs like this, you had a version that was real hip hopped out and real. And then you had the song that was like, well, let's touch everybody with this.
Oh, yeah. Don't wanna be a player. I don't wanna be playing no ball.
I'm not a player, I just crush a lot.
Punisher, still got what you're looking for.
Don't wanna be
I don't wanna be playing no ball.
I'm not a player, I just crush a lot.
Still down below.
Yo, I'm still not a player, but you still a hater. Elevator to the top high. See you later, I'm gone. Penthouse suite, penthouse freaks, in-house beach, French counties, 10,000 East, rent out lease. With an option to buy, copping a 5 of banks. And when I'm not, up in the sky, off in the lie. With my twincito, up in the Benzito. With my Kiko from Queens, nickname Ready Go. We go back like DAs and wear PJs. Now we reach the PJs, running trains for 3 days. Who wanna ride? It won't cost you $1 with a sword for harder. Of course, you're still gonna holler, mama, I'm big, huh? I rip my
through your hooters. I'm sick, you couldn't measure for 6 rulers. Hold up, true lie, I'm all about getting loot, but I knock that bull if you out to get cool.
I don't wanna be playing no more.
I'm not a player, I just crush it out.
Punisher, still got what you're looking for.
Uptown, baby, uptown.
Now, what was y'all favorite? Hold on, I have to play the end part too. That's my shit.
I wouldn't nothing to rush unless it's pawn in the terror.
Yeah, just a hit. Now, what 383 said, do you like the original more because he seems to really show more lyrical tricks and prowess on it than the remix? Definitely.
Great question. Great question.
Great question. Definitely great question. In my opinion, though, he kills it lyrically on both, and he's one, to me, maybe biased being a Puerto Rican from New York, but no, but he's like one of the prime examples of he did not tone down the lyricism at all for a single, for a radio track like that. You know, I would have to compare him maybe head to head, but like some of the other verses and that whole thing on there, like even that first verse, but the other verses on the song, like even on the remix, you know, crazy lyrical things going on there. Aside from that, even I mean, unrelated to this, I should say, it just reminds me of something where naming the song Still Not a Player is kind of cool too, like, or and definitely not the first to do that, and other people do that, but instead of blah 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 remix, like it's always cool to me when they did stuff like that, like, you know, Eric Sermon, like we were saying, like they'll do the Green Eye Bandit remix, but there's even more examples of songs that they specifically would name something else, you know what I mean, like something just clever, creative for the remix.
So they're saying part 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Electric Boogaloo. Yeah. So, Vic, do you have a favorite of the two?
I think Jay said it perfectly. I think he just echoed every sentiment that I had in my mind. Like, I don't think and it's not a bias because, you know, me being Latino as well, but I just think Pun was just that clever with just polishing whatever version he had, whether it was the original, the remix.
But hold up, Mr. Vic Virtuous. So I was saying that he didn't, he didn't let up on the lyricism on there. But technically, I didn't answer that question. So you, sir, do you have a favorite version though between the two, regardless?
That's what I'm asking.
Nah, that's why I said initially I would have, like, echoing your sentiments, I'd have to go back and do a comparison between the two songs because completely what you said I agree with. Like, I would just say the original has a little bit more. Doesn't mean I like it more, but this sentimental value because my boy who passed on, rest in peace, Tommy. That was one of his joints. He loved the hook. He loved the song. There was some great memories in the club, even when that song was rocking in the club as well, the original one. And I just, there's just a lot of sentimental value with the original, but I really would have to go back and compare notes between the two joints to really decide because both of them are just crazy.
I think they're both amazing.
Yeah.
But the original, I love more. Like I run the original.
Yeah.
I don't ever reach to play that version, but if we're in a club, I would love to hear that. That's you know what I mean, the remix.
Sure.
So here's another one.
Kenya told me she saw you and Shane anymore, and I know you ain't
for Biggie's One More Chance.
Last night, that's my best friend, and we don't get down like that. Yeah, motherfucker, this is Stephanie. I was waiting outside for your ass like a fucking hour. I don't know what's going on. Motherfuckers trying to rob me. You be disappearing and shit. I'm waiting in the cold. What the fuck is going on? When you get in, give me a fucking call, all right?
When it comes to sex, I'm similar to the Thriller in Manila. Honeys call me bigger, the condom filler. Whether it's stiff tongue or stiff dick, Biggie squeeze it to make shit fit. Now check this shit, I got the pack of Rough Riders in the back of the Pathfinder. You know the epilogue by James Caan Smith. I get swift with the lyrical gift. Hit you with the dick, make your kidney shift. Here we go, but I'm not domino. I got the funk flow to make your drawers drop slow. So recognize the dick size in these Hawkeye jeans. I wear 13s, know what I mean? I fuck around and hit you with the Hennessy dick. Mess around and go blind, don't get to see shit. The next batter, here to shatter your blatter. It doesn't matter, skinny or fat or light skinned or black, baby. I drop these, beneath with my me, screaming I Poppy. I love it when they call me Big Pop, but I only smoke blunts if they roll prop. But look, I got ya caught up with the drunk flow. Fuck taekwondo, I told a fofo for niggas getting mad cause they bitch chose me, a big black motherfucker with G. You see, all I do is separate the game from the truth. Big bang boots from the Bronx to Bolivia, getting physical like Olivia Newt. Tricks up my click dick all day but no trivia. So give me a bankroll and a bag of weed. I'm guaranteed to fuck until I nosebleed. Even if your new man's a certified Mac, you get that H-Town in ya. You want that old thing back?
Oh, Biggie, give me one more time.
I got that good dick, girl, you didn't know.
Oh, Biggie, give me one more time.
I got that good dick, girl, you didn't know.
And I
love
see,
the commentary in between.
Yeah, 383. I mean, she's booing. Of course, she loves the remix for
the
Big
DeBarge
Pun,
sample,
and she loves the remix for this. But see, I would expect the average female to choose that because those songs spoke to their estrogen. It just tapped into their femininity, made them feel all gushy and sweet like they was included. You know what I'm saying? But the originals did not. Because if you notice, for both Biggie and Big Pun, they was talking about, this is how I rip through booty. I'm knocking out chicks. I'm making it, not knocking out, I'm knocking out booty.
Not yet.
Me.
But,
and all that. But then the radio edits. Yeah, I didn't say I was knocking out chicks. You know what I meant.
Hey, you look at the facial expression on the side always kills me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She got that sister expression. Mm-hmm. Girl. Anyway, what were you gonna say, Jay?
Sorry.
I
got too many thoughts going on in my head right now.
Sorry. Oh, I guess we got to play one more chance.
Yes.
Here, there you go. What?
That's right.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I don't even feel like hearing this. After us talking about Diddy and me just hearing Diddy talking about, yeah, I don't want to hear.
Yo, real shit. I think I like the remix better than the original too, though, on that joint.
I do. Yeah, the original is a hip hop joint, and this is hip hop too. Let me not say that. Yeah. But okay, I'm gonna just let it play.
One thing I will give credit for, not one thing, but one of the things that I give credits to Diddy and Biggie. I saw an interview with Biggie. He was saying that with the remix, they wanted to do actual remixes. They didn't want to take the same beat and flip either the same lyrics or different lyrics over the same beat. They actually wanted to do a remix. So Biggie was like, yo, that's lazy to just do something like, to that type of, you know what I mean? So he came up with new lyrics, new beat, and really remixed it. So I could applaud and appreciate that.
I mean, it's ironic them mentioning laziness when, Puffy literally just looped DeBarge. But okay.
Hey, I'm still going on this part. But one other thing I will say to Puffy's credit is I'm not sure all the specifics for every song or every album, but the fact that, he was like the executive producer and didn't claim to be like sitting there, looping stuff up, playing a drum machine. Like he had the crew, right? Was it Hitmakers?
Yeah, but
I believe
Puffy
so.
did front the role early on, like he was the man behind everything, and really wouldn't give credit to the dudes who were really making the music. He
Yeah,
was
they were getting their
considered,
check maybe, but like they were not really getting credit or shine like that.
he was considered a conceptual producer, so he didn't physically touch the pads early on. He would just say, "Sample this, do
Yeah.
that, blah blah."
Yeah,
Right.
super cool I mean, actually, before the Hitmakers, I guess it was people producing Biggie stuff, like you were saying, like Easy Mo B and
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But yes, I do agree with your point. Once they got to this place, but early on, he was trying to take credit for everything he was doing, even the stuff with Mary J. Blige early on. He
That I
was
remember.
literally producing all of that stuff. But if you let him tell it, or if you just look,
we've arrived at the Diddy moment of the show.
I'm just gonna get this over with. Play one more chance. Get it over with. Yeah, boy. Take that.
First things first, I pop freaks all the honeys, dummies, playboy bunnies, those wanting money. Those the ones I like, cause they don't get Nathan but penetration. Unless it smells like sanitation. Garbage I turn like doorknobs. Heart throb never, black and ugly as ever. However, I stay Gucci down to the socks. Rings and watch filled with rocks. And my jam knocking the Mitsubishi. Girls pee-pee when they see me. Navajos creep me in they teepee. As I lay down laws like Island Coppet. Stop it, if you think you're gonna make a profit. Don't see my ones, don't see my guns. Get it? Now tell your friends Papa hit it, then split it in two. As I flow with the Junior Mafia. I don't know what the hell's stopping ya. I'm clocking ya, Versace shade watching ya. Once the grin, I'm in, game begin. First I talk about how I dress is this, and diamond necklaces, stretch Lexuses, the sex is just immaculate. From the back I get deeper and deeper, help you reach the climax that your man can't make. Call him, tell him you be home real late and sing the break. I got that good love, girl, you didn't know.
First things first, our Papa freaks all the honeys, dummies, playboy bunnies, those wanting money.
Classic verses. Classic verses.
But yeah, super classic. Yeah.
You know, classic.
I get, it definitely was.
But
Johnston,
I need to go poop now. You need to be called Poop Daddy.
So, so is it even in question, like which version you preferred over the other? Is the remix or the original?
It's the remix still. It's definitely the remix.
Okay.
That's the classic. I think with all of them, it's kind of is the remix. Well, with the first two, it's just the original. Originals were songs that I would still play. Yeah, he's got a bunch of impressions, apparently.
I was not ready for that. I was not ready for that.
Well, I've heard him do, people from Fat Albert, so I'm not surprised. This is another fat dude, too. Apparently, he's good at impersonating fat people. I'm probably next. So let me shut up. Yeah. So on that note, don't impersonate me. All right. Sorry. Okay, so one more we have of this remix thing where we're choosing between the original and the remix.
Hello. Meanie.
What?
Meanie. Yeah. Meanie.
What?
Okay. Hello, it's the soul, trooping in with the jungle patrol, and this one's about the KOs, the knockouts out there who's holding my blood. Hold up,
Wait a minute.
Now just wait. We're gonna talk about Buddy on this plate. But before we let the herd out the gate, make sure all the levels are straight out the jungle.
The jungle, the brothers, the brothers. De La Soul, from the soul. Black medallions, no gold. Hanging out with Parts, hanging out with Mace. Buddy, 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 all in my face. Fold the lap. Jim Browski must wear a cap, just in case the young girl likes to clap. Ain't for the win, but before I begin, I'll initiate the buddy with a slap.
Now for the next, I'm the cutie from a tribe called Quest. And when I quest for the buddy, I don't fess. For my Jimmy was nothing but the best. The best? The best. Ooh-wee. Let's stick out Jimmy and see what we can catch.
Stick 'em up, Jimmy.
Next, won't be needed unless
Jenny wanna get right to the flesh.
Yeah. So that's the original, which I love. I'm gonna just we'll get to it once we play the remix.
So on a roll, black medallions, no gold, hanging out bars, hanging out with mates. Buddy, 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 all in my face.
Fold the lap. Jim Browski must wear a cap, just in case the young girl likes to clap. Ain't for the win, but before I begin, I initiate the buddy with the slap. Drop the beat for the fight from a tribe called Quest. When I see Buddy, I will never half step. I just do her tribal style and then check. The buddy that I like is to be sexy and nice, just good enough for the one they call fight. A brown skinned buddy with shoulder length hair, nice firm breast and a round area.
for the next, I'm the cutie from a tribe called Quest. And if you quest for the buddy, don't fess. If the Jimmy wants nothing but the best. The best? The best. Let's stick out the Jimmy and see what we can catch.
Stick 'em up, Jimmy.
Next, won't be needed unless
Jenny wanna get right to the flesh.
Dancing on the dance floor, girl, it's you that I adore. Step off stage, just scream for more. Native tongue got rhymes galore. Snap my fingers, make you mine. If not, I'll snap a second time. After that, I guarantee you will be standing next to me.
I need to hear Moni's verse. When does she come on? Hold on.
Ooh, I was just thinking.
D-D-Y, cause I next start shooting again on the A side of my buddy likes a troll. Without buddy, I'd be on a roll.
Now as the lady, I thought the jungle and quest of soul were just maybe. Give me the chance to say that I get crazy. Due to the fact I let Buddy amaze me. As a matter of fact, it crazes me in many ways. I decided that it was time for Moni Love to say that when it comes to the buddy, you know that I don't play. Cause to me, chasing Buddy is the perfect way to spend the day.
And then on the hook, you had Q-Tip and Latifah. Was that coming up, or did that already happen?
Oh, child, things are getting a little easier. Oh, but it gets easier. Yeah. Oh, child, things are getting a little easier. Oh, but it gets easier.
Tip and Latifah just crooning and singing on the hook. Beautiful, like, yeah.
I know we've played this song on several other episodes, and you've always had it, and not really in question because you had your mind made up with which one you preferred over the other.
Mhm.
But after listening to them side by side, I'd have to say I give the original the advantage with the beat and like a bit of the vibe with it, but I'd have to go with the remixes in terms of like the verses, the hook. You know what I mean? Just the chemistry between all MCs, like they just killed it. So that's what you can't go wrong either way. Honestly, either way.
I agree.
But that's how I would break it down.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. All right. Well, we have one last battle of the remixes. And in this case, well, this is truly a battle of the remixes because for this one song, there was 2 different remixes. I believe there was even more than that. This right She mentioned Shorty No Mask.
Yo, I was just gonna say that. She said no mask like Shorty. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah. And even before Bahamadia, Malik B, rest in peace.
Yeah, he's looking
peeking through.
He's peeking through the towel. Okay, so while you got that towel there, here's the other version of Proceed that had Roy Ayers on it, playing live. You like, who that? Who there?
It's safe, Vic. It's safe.
Yeah.
That little.
Yeah. You heard. Roy Ayers was killing those vibes, and then here and there he would go into the Everyone Loves the Sunshine. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, there, like he was killing. Vic, you know you're on mute right now.
Oh, wait.
I can't hear you.
Completely discombobulated right now. The mic fell over.
I saw the mic start to fall over when you put the towel.
It didn't start yet. It fell completely over. I fell over. The mic was off. I almost fell out the window. Like it was just complete madness over here. I didn't even realize the mic was off. Like I was in complete discombobulation. That was my situation.
Discombobulation situation. Okay.
Yo, listen. Like you stated earlier before you played the tracks, there was many versions, variations to that song, and each one of them I was here for. They were each an experience for me. May I add, rest in peace, Malik B. He killed, like all of them killed it, but Malik just really tore into those tracks, man. He really did. He really did. It's really debatable, honestly, who may have got the best out of each version. I mean, Bahama killed it. Like,
yeah.
What do y'all fellas think? Please add on. Like, let me know what you're feeling with that. I gotta know.
I can't choose between the two, to be honest. I love them both.
I can't either.
They're both amazing. And then so is the original. And they're all different lyrics.
I think I may have heard either 4 or 5 versions of that song, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. Seriously.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Jay?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a favorite either. But yeah, it's really dope to hear him again, like hear Malik B again on this jump on Muhammad. Yeah. All right.
Thought was just always ahead of his time. Not to cut you. Thought was just like years and miles ahead of his time.
We didn't even get to play his verses. I just was like, all right, but we don't have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna wrap up for the night. My God.
What a night.
Wrap up like, okay.
Oh, what a night.
I remember that song too.
Oh my God.
Oh man. So yes, that is our episode for the night for hip hop remixes, primarily from the 90s. Man, any last thoughts or things y'all want to say before we go about this episode?
Special guests, always. Please.
Maybe. Yeah. All right. I'm like, remember I was saying like, yo, I always got to write notes when I'm listening. So I'm like, let me see what I missed here.
Yeah.
One thing at the end of the Big Pun, Still Not a Player, right? The remix. You were like, yo, let's play the end. So of course the end has the really memorable Boricua Morena, that part. But the other part that I kind of didn't realize or remember, it was off of Earth, Wind, and Fire. So he says, Punisher, 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 Punisher. So it's the like, yeah.
That is just like that.
Yes.
So somebody pointed that out to me, or somebody pointed that out online this past last weekend, because they had the verses with Earth, Wind, and Fire. And,
crazy.
Oh, yeah. The end of that Big Pun song.
Yeah.
Joe's doing like a play, a little thing off of that.
Yeah. Wow.
And the only other thing I wanted to say is back to LL's nonsensical rambling sometimes. In the very beginning, you played the Thin Cookies in a Plastic Bag remix. He said one line. He was like, "I'm gonna put warm iced tea on you." Warm iced tea, like not like regular hot tea or what, like iced tea, but warm.
Yeah. That was weird. Now I know in that song he was referencing a bunch of different rappers, so I'm guessing in that moment he was referencing Ice-T.
Right.
But say you're going to pour warm tea on somebody,
warm iced tea too.
Warm iced tea. Excuse me.
Warm iced tea.
It doesn't quite really make sense, but all right, now we know he was under the influence of what.
I wonder if that may have even have been a little jab, because I know him and Ice-T had their friction, which they've later squashed. But maybe he was saying he was lukewarm instead of hot, or like cold. It could have been either way. It could have been, you know what I mean? You know.
Wash beef with Ice Cube. No, that was the comment.
Okay, that's possible. So you guys, please plug your social medias or anything that you have going on that you want the people to know about before we end for the night, please.
Once again, our special guests, please.
Oh man, thank y'all first of all again for having me. Always a pleasure. Definitely looking forward. And as always, it's just a dope experience, like hearing joints that I love and know, hearing new joints to me, stuff that I haven't delved into that much. Just an experience all around. You can see below me, Silent Night is Busy. That's who I am, where I'm at on Instagram and Twitch and all that. And everywhere else is just Silent Night without the is busy. Silent KNIGHT on Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff. Yeah, so thank you.
Yes, go follow him, go support and check out music. You will not be disappointed. Yeah, Vic.
Man, this show, as each one of them meant a whole lot to me tonight for a number of reasons. Like I think I stated either prior to the show or in the beginning of the show that this week has been a roller coaster ride, like just a lot of highs, a lot of lows, or a few lows, I should say. One of them being the passing of DMX, but again, with that, it's even a roller coaster with emotions. So this show was very much needed tonight. As always, it didn't disappoint. It far exceeded expectations. Mr. Pelham, you are a genius. You are appreciated for your attributes, your talents. Jay, I love you, brother. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Like I always need this, and tonight especially, what you guys came through. The music was amazing as always. Shout outs to my wife for tuning in. I love you, baby. Mikkel behind the scenes, the comments, always like comical and just comic relief. And as far as the social medias, please check me out, Vic Virtuous on IG, Facebook, and Victory is Ours podcast, also on IG. Got a lot more to come with the podcast, so stay tuned. Y'all stay safe. Blessings. Treat each other well. That's all I got, Mr. Pelham.
Word. Thank you to Vic for continuing to be a part of this show as he is. We both really appreciate Jay joining us for once a month. We're excited about that. He always brings, good energy and great perspective of music to the table. So we love that.
Absolutely.
And as far as me, please make sure that you check us out on Jersey Art Productions, our YouTube channel. You're there right now. Subscribe. Tell some friends, because we are trying to find our community. We're in the early stages and we want to find more of the people who appreciate what we appreciate. Let's share it like we used to share the music, So that's it for me for the night. I do have a song that we're going to send off to. It's not hip hop, actually. It's reggae.
My lane.
Yeah. So, y'all have a good night. Enjoy your weekend. and we will end with Supercat, Ghetto Red Hot.
Now special dedication to all dogs of dogs, dedicated to all top dogs, liberty crew.
The remix.
Man called Tony Kennedy, the man called Robert, and Wild Apache riding through. Curfew! Sometimes some back, some of them are rally back. We a road boy, you and we no take back the track. Sometimes some back, some of them are rally back. But we a road boy, you and we no take back the track. The full of big chat and can't defend that. If a jailhouse you come from, we sending you go back. The full of big chat and can't defend that. If a Bellevue you come from, we sending you go back. When them there, when they get around hot, when we look in the food for the potter. Man of him 16.